Hello everyone. Should be able to hear me. Let me know in the comment section below if you can. We are going to get this show on the road momentarily. Welcome to day 2 of the first ever BBGM annual tourney. Didn't really know what to expect. Could be 2 days, could be 3 days. Frankly, yesterday being an 8-hour long stream was draining. I think Dan was burnt out. I was definitely burnt out. But we made a lot of progress, a lot of strides. We learned a lot, and I'm very excited about the future of this tournament, and I'm very excited about today. Are you guys ready? Let's do this. Let's have a great day 2. Right now in the lead is Tilrik. We'll see if anyone can beat that team. They've had a really phenomenal run, but really not even won a championship yet. Personally, I think that this is going to be a really fun day, and with that, we will get right into it. Fleecer's finishing up the export right now, so I'm just waiting on that. And today, I'm going to be doing almost exclusively commentary, hopefully. Fleecer will be doing the exports. Threes will be managing the Discord. And we're hoping that this adjusted team setup will be a little bit better than yesterday, because yesterday was a little crazy. So with that underway, or with that ado, or whatever, I don't know, expressions, not my strength, I guess. We will get this show on the road. All right, guys? Good? Yeah? All right. So I'm just going to wait here for the export. We'll give it a few seconds. All right. Just waiting for the export now. Fleecer's adding in the free agent offers. So Fleecer's going to be doing the export momentarily. He's run all the free agency. So basically, he's going to give me the export, and then we will advance. I know we didn't do a ton of free agency yesterday, so we'll probably do like a 15-minute period after we advance to the regular season post-progs. We'll do like a 15-minute free agency instead of a normal one, and then we'll also do a little bit of a lineup change, so maybe there'll be like 20 minutes before the first sim, if that makes sense, guys. Cool. I will assume that that makes sense. All right. Alright, so right now we're just kind of sitting here waiting, but I'm pretty excited. I don't think this will be a problem. I like the new format we got going. It's going to be a lot easier on people like myself, though I will say we're doing a hard cutoff today, because we want to try to get used to that. So regardless of if we make it 2 seasons in, or if we finish all 3, the hard cutoff is 1 p.m. So basically, when we cut it off there, whoever is in the lead at that point will win. If we are midway through a season, we'll just autoplay the rest of the season through, if that makes sense. And by autoplay, I just mean I'd just sim the rest of the season. Hopefully, we won't get to that, but if we do, we do. All right? You guys ready? Cool. So, hoping to have the export momentarily. We should have the export, I hope, by 10:05. Just waiting on that here. See, you guys are all slowly gathering in here, which is good. All right. So, big surprises from yesterday. We actually saw a really weird thing to where any team that was that won a chip over, I think, the first 2 seasons or something like that, or any of the team that was in first after the first 2 seasons, like in that first grouping, had quickly fallen completely out of like the top 5 or whatever. But I guess now is actually a good time to go over it. So Threes made a Google sheet that has all of the standings in it. So we'll pull that up right now. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm just going to pull that up for you all to see. Alright. So you should be able to see it now, correct? Yep. Alright. So as you can see, Team Tilreek is in first. Right behind them, I mean literally this is a 3-game difference, is Seattle. Right behind them, only 9 games back from the first team, and 6 games back is Mitsubishi. Any of these teams don't even need to win a chip, and they are very much chance to win. Ricky is in the next tier. These teams are separated by the less than 12 games. This is clearly where the next tier off is. And then right here, I'd say Maz is kind of like on the border, but these guys all have a chance, but it's an outside chance. Everyone below them, I think, might be a little too far away. Granted, in a single season, you can get, I think it's 125 points or something like that, or 120 points. You normally will probably only grow like 40 points on their lead. And as you can see, even technically speaking, King Price is only a couple good seasons away from being back in it. But I digress there. Let's see. Okay. Export is almost ready to go. Our target to start was 10:05, so right now we're actually on a little ahead of schedule. Good job, Fleecer. Thank you. And Fleecer, when you send it to me, I'll run through the check-ins for you, so you don't need to worry too much about that if you haven't already. And I'll make sure that we have the CPU on and such for our progs here. So, you guys excited? Yeah? Let's see. Yeah, it is definitely possible that Tilreek, they did trade away a lot of their future. Just so you guys know, we are getting to the point where draft pick trades will start being more and more rare, because soon the draft picks won't be, they won't actually run. So let's make this great, and we'll see who the first BBGM annual world champion is. If I had to place money on it, I must say right now, neither of them are from ABA, but Tilreek was online at like 7:45 asking me when we started, and they're already in first. They've been nipping at the bud to get going. Yeah. So, I don't know if you guys have heard, we have officially finalized the dates and such for the February tournament. All that's available along with pre-registration and such. Alright, we got 2 last free agencies being entered right now. Threes has informed me I'm slightly off on my math here, which is no surprise. I'm not a mathematician. It is 112 points you can get from a season. So any team that is greater than like 300 points down would be eliminated. But in theory, everyone above Goose is within 1 season of first place. Unfortunately, Goose, you didn't quite make it at 18. What's interesting is how we have definitely tiers here. Like, we definitely have a tier here, and we definitely have a tier above them and a tier below them, and that tier really runs to like I want to say 82. Oh, it's too early. And then you definitely have this, like, descending inferno down at the bottom there, so. Alright. Please, sir, make sure you get trades in if you have a chance. That'd be phenomenal, dude. I'd appreciate it. Alright. So I think I'll check in on this sheet in between each season, since I'm going to be doing primarily on commentary here. Alright, and let's see, export should be done. Let's see. Alright. Alright. Getting the export loaded up right now, and we will be good to go. Fleecer is just uploading it now. Cool. Here we are, guys. Are you hyped? I'm hyped. Alright, so I'm going to do check-ins. Fleecer is going to close off all of the channels for closed for now. We'll do progs. Oh. How did I get that? One second. Please, sir, I'm having a problem loading the export. Are you guys getting that same thing? Let me see if I can. I'm getting an error, actually. One moment, guys. Small technical difficulties with the export. You know. Let's try that one more time. The hell? Alright. I honestly have no idea why that did that, but alas. Alright. So with that, we will go right in here to the export, and I'm going to go do check-in. Give it a second to load up. Alright, we are in Fleecer and threes. If you guys want to make sure to get that export out to everyone. Let's see. Multi-team mode. Alright. So I will start by highlighting everyone here. Actually, I'll highlight as I go. Let's see. Check in. If you guys have not checked in yet, check in so we can make sure to get your team down. And get you all set and ready to go. Alright, so we got Virginia. Okay. Halifax. Boise wrong. Fleece Hawks. Let's see who else is online at the moment. Mitsubishi is now online, which means they will both be on momentarily, so I'll set that. I see Mysterio is online as well. Tariq. Let's see. Staten Island is here. Alright, and as people hop on, I will add them to this group. Alright, you guys ready? Yeah? Great. And, of course, unfortunately, due to... Oh, I think I might have missed Billy. That would have been unfortunate. Nope, I did not. Cool, he has not checked in yet. Alright. So with that, we will go to League. Standings. Power rankings here. I will export this. Seattle is currently in number 1 slot at a 92 rating. By God. They are going to be a beast this season. We could see a really impressive run from Thick Thanos and Ruby as the Emeralds. We'll see how that works out here. I'm going to real quickly drop the export. Alright. Alright, guys. Alright, so we'll get that going. We'll give everyone until 10:20 or so. We'll say 10:25. So I will ping out right now. Alright, cool. Just making sure everything's going smoothly there. Alright. So what we'll do is while everyone's doing the exporting, getting their stuff out, I'm going to go look at teams. Starting with Virginia Scarecrows here. They're in a rough spot. Wiley's a really good forward and could be trade value, but they are trailing right now. So they need to go all in for assets they could mortgage. Fortunately, Boyd is maybe an asset they could trade. Maybe Ballard, I don't know if people really want a guy 2 years out, though, this late. They're getting into a real tough spot here. Looking at Tilreek, they got God progs for Philip Hollis. Despite the down prog from Fisher, they should be back in the 60 win category. Tilreek might have enough gas to get over that finish line, but some of their core is starting to get old. Nick Wilson could retire at the end of the season. Buchanan might be under 60. Though Vaughn is still a strong player for them, and they're still a pretty deep team. Next up, we got Staten Islands. That's still a solid team with some really good progs among some of their key starters. They're in a really strong position here to make a move and potentially be one of those big teams, especially if Beckett breaks out these next 2 seasons. They have him under contract the rest of the Tourney, so they could be in a really big winning position here. Next up, we have Seattle. Dree Baker, a God prog. The dude won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year last year, and now he's basically Hakeem Olajuwon. They're in a great spot. They have strong supporting cast. Really, they're in the perfect position that you want to be. They're peaking at the right time. They're just under the hard cap, so they have no financial flexibility. They can't even sign a guy to a minimum anymore, but they don't really need to. Like, yeah, they only really got 4 bench players, but that's all you need when you got Dree Backer. Dre Backer? I feel like it's Dre Backer. You guys tell me in the comment section. Is it Dre or Dree? Alright. So, next up here, we will take a look at Riga. Those are not the progs they were hoping for. They got a lot of bad progs from a lot of their prospects. They're very thin guard-wise. They're probably going to want to be a player of free agency with that cap space that they got. They had mentioned maybe signing Trey Turner. I don't know if he's still out there. I'll have to take a look. Next up here, we got Mysterio's team. They got some good progs. They got some really good progs. They might make the playoffs another season. Mysterio's kind of like one of those sleeping giants, you know? If he has a strong year, maybe makes a move in free agency these last 2 seasons, maybe he could make some runs. Looking at Mitsubishi here, progs weren't in their favor, but they're still one of the best teams in the league. Joseph is no longer as great as he never actually was. Some declining from a lot of their role players, but they got some strong progs off the bench. Wouldn't be too worried about them. They're definitely going to be in the final running here. But right now, Seattle's looking like they're in a beautiful spot. Mafia now under JCM, the GM, the owner of Seapole. Go check that out. That is one of the largest BBGM player leagues. And JCM is just a phenomenal commissioner. Probably one of the best commissioners you'll find. Would definitely recommend checking his league out if you're interested in caps at all. And next we'll move over to King Price's team. Wow! They might be positioned for a late run here. Honestly. They have a lot of youth. This Andre Clark, Pearl, Powell, Daniels, they might have legs. They might actually be able to make something of that comeback with cap space to boot. They could make a run here. We'll see. Kiev had good progs. They're still one of the better teams in the league, but I don't think they're quite where they want to be. We'll see if that improves. Next up here with Halifax. Progs hate Halifax. They really do. Only Russell isn't a bust, though, so they got that going for them. But, man, that is a rough starting lineup. Next here, DeLorean. Yeah. Progs are not in his favor either. He needs to make some moves, or his team might soon enough bite the dust. We will see. A 25 team rating. DeLorean may soon face being one of the bottom teams in the tourney. Boy Giron. Good progs from Drayden forms a really solid core, but they're just kind of well-rounded but not great, if that makes sense. So I don't know if they're going to be able to get above the hump, but they are definitely going to be one of those final top 5 teams probably competing for it. The Fleece Hawks, meanwhile, strong progs from Castle. They had some bad progs among their starters, but they are a little bit deeper. They're going to be in the running, but I just don't think they have enough legs to overcome Seattle. So with that, guys, you guys have 7 minutes left for free agency and such. And we will get that out. We will probably close free agency in 2 minutes. So you guys got 2 minutes to get free agency. Oh, we were looking for a player, Hines. Yeah, he's on Fans team now. He is signed on Fans team. Actually coming off the bench. Former Tilreek player. I think he was a free agent. Yeah, he was a free agent. Oh. I see. How'd that happen? I am thoroughly perplexed. It looks like his contract is like auto expired. One second. Alright, guys. I'm going to close free agency momentarily. Get your last offers in. We'll take a look here at who's out there. Ainsley, Mario Lane, Ben Duke. Oh my god, that's so funny. We have a guy in the ABA whose name was Ben Duke. I think he's retired now. Alright. Yeah, not a ton out there, but get your offers in. One second. My laptop has decided to do something very funky all of a sudden. Alright, so I'm going to need to actually reboot Chrome again, guys. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, my Chrome seems to struggle at running BBGM lately, which is very strange. I've literally only used it for running BBGM and watching YouTube videos, but for some reason it's running like 14 tabs on Chrome. Actually, I just need to flat out close it because it is not even letting me. Wow, this is probably the worst I've ever had Chrome operate on a computer. And I work in IT. That's lovely. Alright, I did not want to have to close it all the way, but I had no choice because, man. One second. This is like really surprising, but I'm having all sorts of computer problems all of a sudden. Sorry about this, guys. We will get this stream back operational momentarily. You guys can still see me, right? Wow. One second, guys. I may have to actually reboot my laptop and pause the stream for a second because I can't even get into Task Manager at the moment. Alright, I have finally gotten in. So I'm going to need to reboot my computer. I will be right back, guys. I apologize for that, but it is still not clearing up. So you guys will have to stand by. Sorry about that. Alright guys, I don't know if I'm fully back yet. You may or may not be able to see me. I actually can't know yet, or won't know yet. Just currently trying to set stuff up as quickly as I can. But my computer just completely shit the bed on a live stream, so that is great. Honestly, I have no idea what triggered it. Still I'm trying to figure it out. I will have to go through the logs later, but whatever it is, it caused some major problems with everything from OBS to Chrome, and
completely shit the bed.
Okay, cool. I am back operational. I'm no longer am I logged into the YouTube creator thing, so I have almost no idea what's actually going on in the stream. I'm going to sign back into that momentarily here. But I had to like completely wipe out all of my cookies and such on my computer, and clear history, and then it was still going slow, and then I tried to reboot and it just took forever, but we should be back operational now. You guys should be able to see my screen. I would say let me know if you can, but I don't know yet because I'm not in yet. So yeah, let me see. I should be able to log in here. Yep, there we go. Alright, there we go. We're good to go. I see we had a little dip, but we're back operational. We are fully ready. Alright, I will take a look at trades in a second. I'm just trying to get myself resituated. I will go take a look at trades. Yeah, we are past the deadline for preseason trades. Unfortunately there. Alright, I am back now. You guys should all be able to see me. Yep, alright, cool, and I see everyone's coming back. That's good. I was a little worried, because it looks like literally everybody but 2 people left. I'll even send out the dip, because you know what they say, right? Buy the dip. Well, this was a heck of a dip to buy, so yeah. But either way, we actually now have the most people we've had on day 2. So let's get that going. And Fleecer will have the export for us momentarily, right? Yep. Just waiting on that. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and then we will sim to the trade deadline. Our goal, we should be able to be done with this season by 11, which will keep us on track. We then only got 2 more seasons to go. Hoping we'll go a little bit faster here. Alright. Let's see. Should have the export momentarily. And we will get this show back on the road here. We'll sim all the way to the All-Star game, or to the trade deadline. All right. Oh, I think we got the export coming in right now. Alright, Fleecer's sending me over the export, and we will sim live momentarily. Yeah, I think the Emeralds are in a really strong position here. As long as Thick Thanos doesn't drop the ball. Yeah. I'm aware you are here for the live stream. Believe it or not, that's what this is. So, yeah, I hope that wasn't too long a drop-off, guys. I tried to make it as quick as possible, but unfortunately, computer stuff is computer stuff. Alright. We should have it any second now. I think it's just loading. So, how you guys doing today? Alright, I got the export. So we will get this sim underway. Fleecer will have this export posted momentarily. Not that it really matters because it's going to change in a moment. As we are going to sim to the trade deadline. And then you guys will have... This does it every... 1 second. I don't know why that does it with Fleecer's exports. It only does it for a few seconds. I think the file isn't done uploading to the server yet. And he's sending me the link. And it's just waiting to upload, but I'm not. Just gotta give it a second. It'll be there. I have faith. Yeah. It's literally just loading, and we're going too fast. Alright. And of course I clicked on new tab by accident. New mouse. Learning the difficulties of that. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Now we go to the trade deadline here. We will give everyone until 10:45 to get trade deadline stuff in. Looking at standings currently, Kiev surprisingly leads the Eastern Conference. Mysterio right behind him with a strong season, followed by Bikini, then the Fleecehawks. This is a big drop-off for several really high-ranked teams right now. That could put them in a big problem. Meanwhile, 42 wins, and Tariq's down at 30. We might be seeing Seattle pulling away here. Yeah, let's, I'll get this exported real quick. Alright, so I'm going to drop it in chat right now. Alright. So the timer is on for 7 minutes. We got our first trade of this trade deadline, Tariq making a deal. No surprise there. They're making a deal with their consistent trade partner, DeLorean, who, if I may say, is probably be getting the short end of the stick here. Tariq is trading away Corner. And 2023 second. I don't think they have a 2023 second. Yeah, you guys don't got a 2023 second. Oh, wait. No, yeah. Oh, they're getting theirs back? Yep. And they're getting Xavier Gray. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that trade makes a lot more sense for both teams. It's like a mini cap deal, getting a second round pick. But, yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Alright. Seattle is at the cap, so I cannot SS those guys for you, Ruby. Yep, I've inputted the trade. I think we're all caught up. Let me know. Is there anything else? Or are we good to go? Alright. No, I think lineups were put in by Fleecer, but if they weren't, we hadn't done preseason lineups all the time. No, it looks like lineups were done. Because we have a different lineup here, so I think lineups were put in. You guys ready to go? Seems like a pretty slow trade deadline so far. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes, 4 more minutes. You guys got 4 minutes. All right. Regia has released David Guthrie. Regia probably going to go. They're going to have to tank, hope they can get a superstar prog off of this rookie here, and then maybe turn it around for these last few seasons, but we'll see. We have Halifax releasing Plunkett. Releases are very strange to happen mid-season, but here they are. Alright, guys. We got 2 minutes left to go. Alright, so with that, guys, I'm going to close it up here a minute too early so we can get back on schedule. And we are going to the playoffs. Kiev currently in first, 60 wins, winning the East. Ruby with 78 wins. They might have just extended their lead substantially. Archov finishing in second. Tilt all the way down at 52 wins. Feike having a strong season for the first time in a while. Mysterio also in good standings. Goose somehow still in the playoffs despite not being here. Fleecer also with a strong season. And Gino sitting there. His first playoff appearance, CPU on his team today. Alright, guys. So I will put the standings out. I'm going to export this. I'm going to give you guys, we'll say 5 minutes or so to put in your lineups. And I'll get those in. Alright, I'm going to get these up. Threes will update once we finish up this playoffs here in 3 minutes. Threes will update the standings to where people lie. See how everyone can do. So this is season 4. Virginia is in a bit of a hole at the moment. Alright, let's see if we get any lineup changes in. Just waiting on those. Alright. Alright. Did Price make the playoffs? I don't think so, but I'll say his lineup. Why not? King Price. Alright. Alright, guys. Here we go. Playoff sim. End of round 1. No major shockers in the East and the West. Tilt knocking off Feike. Tilt now against Ruby in what might be one of the most important series we've seen so far. Tilt only picks up 1 game. Archov beats Billy the Kid, putting Dan now in a huge position where he may potentially play his brother again in the finals here, with Fleecer and Dan in the East, Ruby and Archov in the West. And it is going to be Ruby versus Fleecer as both the brothers get knocked out here. Will the Fleecehawks potentially upset Ruby? Personally, I doubt it, but we will see. Yeah, it looks like Ruby finishing the sweep there. Ruby has just had a huge season. They're definitely going to be in the lead now. We will post that momentarily here. I will go back to playoff brackets. I'm just going to post this out here. Alright. Alright, so threes is going to calculate out the score, see who's in first at the moment. I'm going to go to the draft lottery here. We'll see how people do. Right now I'm currently on King Price, which is why they're the only ones highlighted. We'll see. First pick went to Tracy. Second pick goes to Pep. Third pick going to Mysterio again. Mysterio's actually moving up real quickly here. Alright, so what we'll do, guys, is I'm going to send out the draft export. We'll do the draft right away. We'll get that going. And then we'll get re-signings underway as well. Alright, I will get the draft going on this side right now. So Fleecer can take a little break before we get over to re-signings and free agency again, which he'll handle. Alright. Pep is on the clock. I think Pep is Regia, right? Yep. Regia is on the clock with 30 seconds. So wait for Pep to make their decision. Earl has been picked. That was quick. Oh, okay. He's also the top guy. Alright. Mysterio is on the clock. 30 seconds. Honestly, I think that's a big win for Pep. Now, the fact that Mysterio is here, I think he should pick Evan Lully, clearly. He is the best player out there, 54 overall. You know, only playing for these last 2 seasons, so I think that makes a lot of sense. All right. Alright, pick is in. Evan Lully. Boy Giron is in. I think Juwan was representing them today. They have 30 seconds. Oh boy, I did that in the wrong thing. Yeah, I think Ruby has pulled ahead quite substantially at the moment. Threes is updating that as we go, so we'll see momentarily. But yeah, I don't know if with 2 seasons left and them still being a force, if there's much competition out there. We have Nathan Adams going in. Ricky 1 is up. Honestly, Ruby getting the great progs from Dree puts us in a pretty tough spot. in terms of who has a legitimate shot. Tilreek might have. I don't think they're still in the lead. I think now it's pretty clear. But threes, let me know when you have that update, and I will put that out. There is a chance we might be able to call the tourney after this season if they are over a margin of error ahead, which would be an unceremonious end, but would be the mercy rule, so to speak, because I think they could pull within reasonable doubt, which would be, I think, if they're 70 points up going into the final season, I don't think anybody could catch them, because it would mean that they would have to win less than 50 games. We'll see with that momentarily here. But, alright. Walker is the pick. Igor was picked. Alright. We have two teams there letting the CPU run them for now. KP is up. I always forget. Oh, it's King Price. King Price is now up. Alright, pick is in. It is Jeremy May. Alright, last two picks here. Brian Young has gone. And now we got Ricky from Staten Island up. 30 seconds. With that, we will then go into re-signings here. You guys will all be given, we'll say 10 minutes for re-signings here. So that'll be 10 minutes. You got to get your things up. Oh, we have a pick is in. Highest small forward left. I'm going to imagine that you'd mean Efatemos, so I will go with him as the top small forward left. Alright. And with that, we will... There we go. AI has finished the draft here. Re-signings are out. I'll post that momentarily. And we will take a look at how the tourney has been breaking down so far. Alright. Cool. So, taking a look at last season, Seattle obviously had a phenomenal year. I mean, they have this prime young player. There's not much else you can ask for there. It's not even like they surrounded him with a bad supporting cast. Like, they have a really solid starting lineup. Their big weakness is obviously off their bench, but they do have some cap space here to work with. I could realistically see them. I'm actually real quickly going to go to God mode. Fleecer, I know you're watching this. If you wouldn't mind, go in here and for trades, we have to. I think it should be trades. Draft pick trading is what we need to change. Where is it? We should be able to adjust and make it so you tradable draft. So draft tradable seasons. This should be down to 1 now. Yep, I think 1, right? Because yeah, so that should be 1. You should only be able to trade 1 more pick. Please make sure to set that. Alright, and we have the updated standings. I'm going to pull that up momentarily for everyone to see, and we will see who is now in first place. You guys excited? I think we all know who it is here, but let's take a look here. Alright, in first is Ruby with a 37-point lead. I think we said the margin is around 50 wins. That would mean they would have to be... They would have to get knocked out of the playoffs early, so around 50 points is the victory, is the margin of error this season. So if they are ahead by more than 50, it is realistically done. So Mitsubishi, Tilrik, Billy the Kid, Boise Wrong have to make a run this season if they want to beat Emeralds. We are right now witnessing, they just had, I think that's the first 100-point season in tournament history. Yep, the first 100-point season in tournament history. And they may knock out all their competitors here. I think it's safe to say King Price is probably eliminated at this point. I don't know if anyone can realistically catch up to Emeralds here. So that is a 50-point margin of error, so they need to win. Currently, 13 more. They need 13 points more than Mitsubishi, and 11 points more on Tilrik, and they will pick up the championship a season early here. An excellent performance from Ruby. Not sure what's with the colors. All right. We got re-signings coming in, Fleecer. Make sure to keep those updated. We got 8 more minutes on re-signings, guys. Yes. So you are mathematically still in. No, there's only 2 seasons left, most likely, because and there's a good chance that Ruby gets within a margin of error, making the 3rd season in that. Like, it wouldn't make sense to run a 3rd season if they are over 50 points above the next closest team. So when we do the tourney in February, we will aim to just go for we'll have it like more planned out and such. Because this is kind of like a beta test tournament, but it looks like Ruby and Thick Thanos' team may do it here. We've seen some really strong couple seasons here from some teams, including Mysterio's team, which is now in a pretty good spot. I'd say, honestly, this might seem a little crazy, but I think, as we go back to the list here, while there is a clear tier, Mysterio is a hot rising team. 150 points back seems like a big deficit, but they might be able to pull close enough to within the margin of error if they have a strong season next year. I don't know if that'll happen, but it's possible. Yeah. What's interesting is all of these teams GMs were present for. The highest rated CPU team is Dylan. Yeah. Dylan and Fikey's CPU run teams for most of today. Looks like re-signings are almost in. Fleecer's keeping it updated. We got 6 minutes left before we close re-signings and go to free A. And the way free agency will work is we will do a couple 5-minute tiers, and Fleecer will just keep updating the export as we go. Yeah, since this tournament didn't go as many seasons as we had originally hoped to go, I feel like when we do the 9-season tourneys, they'll show, like, GMs will be able to go in with a strategy, because you'll get the roster reveal the day before, you'll have a team of 4 to come up with your plans. It'll be a little bit more foolproof for that. Yeah, my computer's just having major problems this morning, which is why it's on the file upload, not the Dropbox. My computer can't even load Dropbox properly at the moment. I have to figure out what's going on with it. Ruby, if you want to post those, you currently have, I think, 30 million, so I think you could bring in all 4 guys on their amounts. Ruby had requested to see them, so I'm pulling them up right now. I can go through any of your guys. You got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. So yesterday I pulled up the data on the tournament. Over almost 150 hours of BBGM footage had been watched yesterday. Between all the people that joined. That is absolutely insane. I think we can do that out, so... I would mean an average of 19 viewers watched the full 8-hour video. Now I know obviously it popped around a little bit, but that's insane that we were able to captivate almost 20 people for the whole time. Yeah, it was absolutely awesome. So, I appreciate it, guys. Alright. Fleecer should be wrapping up re-signings now. Alright. So remember, this coming season, the margin of error is 50. If there is a greater than 50-point lead, I don't believe it is feasible that anyone could come back from that, because it's not like Ruby's blowing their team up, obviously, towards the end here, and they have Baker under contract. We will see, but that is the margin of error we are going in with. Hopefully we should have a winner by 12 if we do this right. Maybe a little bit later, but I'm pretty excited for that. So, alright guys, I'm closing re-signings now, so if we start, a little bit of time to get stuff in. Alright, Fleecer will get the export going, then we'll advance to free agency, and we'll begin. We could totally play it for fun, except I have a fantasy football draft, though I would encourage you guys to just play around with this export. Absolutely. Oh, we have a big trade incoming. That's what chat says. Big trade. Oh, I'm excited. I want to see the details on this. Show me the details. Oh, that's a letdown of a trade. It's a cap dump. Big trade incoming, and it's a Quano and a first, the last Mysterio pick, but Mysterio making moves. Fleecer, make sure again to set that down to a 1-season trade thing in God mode before you export it here. We'll have the export up momentarily, guys. Fleecer's just adding the last few people. And then we will be all done here for re-signings, and then we'll go into free agency. What we'll probably do is give everyone we'll probably give everyone about until 11:30 to run free agency. Oh, he did never say big. This is true. Big was never said. I am wrong. You are right. I am wrong. I will admit it. Yeah, that's my bad. I'm being corrected on air here. So how you guys doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Alright. We got the export. So we will get free agency underway right now. Thank you, Fleecer. See, and this one loaded fine. I don't know what it is right now. I really don't. Yeah, so we might have a game. Archov's team has let him go. Alright, guys, so for free agency, what I'm going to do is we'll do a couple waves here. We'll do this front page you see here. Post their names. I will put out a tag here. Alright. Alright. Joseph Jerko obviously will be the top guy here. Alright, so we will wait for everyone to get through all that. And then Fleecer, you're going to want to pull up an RNG, work with threes on this. And you guys will run free agency. And if you wouldn't mind informing me of where the top few guys here, these guys, sign, so I can discuss, that'd be great. And we'll get that in momentarily here. And you guys have until 11:20 to get your free agent reactions in. That's a good 5 minutes here. So go get those reaction offers going. And we will see. It's too early for this. Alright. I need to take my medicine, trying not to get the Rona. Be right back. Enjoy my Celtics poster while I'm gone. And Baby Yoda in the corner, kind of. This corner, I think. No, that one. That corner. Yeah. Sorry, it's a little weird with the camera angles, My chair just ran over my car keys. Don't know how they got on the floor, but now they are in part of my chair. They are really in there good. Is like wedged right up in the chair wheels. That's going to be real fun to dismantle. Alright, so offers should be going in momentarily. Fleecer's doing the export. We'll close free agent offers in 2 minutes. And then we'll get going. Oh, we could see Mysterio getting Jessup making a run here. Be mad interesting. We'll see. Jessup's had a really strong but kind of disappointing career with Archov, frankly. I expect him to start out a lot stronger, but through 4 seasons, he hasn't really done much in the passing game. And while he's been a defensive and offensive beast, he just... I expect him to be like David McGillen, and he's just not quite there. So, now I do want to check out. I said we were going to do this, and I feel like now's a good time while Fleecer's updating free agency. Let's take a look at some of the biggest trades in league history so far, and I'll look back, and we'll see how they got us to where we are. So first off, minor thing: the most points scored was actually Ricky 2's Rico Bucket. Most assists in the game so far has been Drew Castle of the Arkansas Fleecers. Most rebounds in the game, Joke up like 3 times. Most minutes played, Alexander Brown for Ainsley. And most 3-pointers in the game was Joven and Kyle for Gino and Ricky 2. Now, let us go take a look at frivolities. Yeah. And... let's see. Roster continuity. This is going to be interesting. So, in terms of roster staying mostly the same, we actually haven't seen any team get 3 green. Oh, no. Ricky 1 has 3 green. Ricky 1 is the only team that has completely 3 green. As you can see, a lot of turnover going on with teams. Alright, next up here. Any tragic deaths? No tragic deaths. Next up, biggest trades. Let's take a look. They say that the biggest trade is this trade right here. Wow. Who won? So this actually occurred in the first season. And you're able to see, winning-wise, Dan's team took a big jump. But assets in the trade, Mysterio's assets have definitely occurred. See, he had the 1st overall pick from them, and then he also had the 29th overall pick from them. Yeah. Let's take a look at some of these other trades. We have Tilreek's trade with Riga. Yeah, I think Riga regrets that trade a little bit more than Tilreek. But both teams have very similar trajectory. Next up here, we'll take a look at this boy Rajon. Wow. Assets literally all over the place here. So, it wants to say that Dan received the bad part of this trade, but he did get a lot of depth from it. Next up, let's take a look down here at Mysterio from the Kuhn trade. Look at that drop off right there. That's pretty stark. I think it's because they might have moved Kuhn. Alright, now we'll take a look at the most lopsided trades. So the worst trades in league history. Oh, wow. Yeah, so they didn't get very much from Ta. In fact, it got negative win shares. And granted, Alex Smart isn't too bad. Next up, we have the Kiev trade. Boy Rajon, which has actually been one of the stronger teams, is on 2 of the worst trades. And Riga, which won the best, was also 3rd and then 4th. Arkansas Hawks, meanwhile, flipping back and forth. The one big common denominator tends to be on the left-hand side is Tilreek and Kiev. They are consistently there. Maz Higgins right down here, the Mitsubishi trade. We can take a look at this one. Forgot all about this one showing up. But a flurry of players traded for Hug, and I think Maz probably regrets that trade, but his team's been playing a little bit better as of late, and maybe we could see that change. So, guys, with that, free agency should be closed, and the export should be out momentarily. All right. Oh, and Okay, we're going to extend it a few more minutes here. Alright. Minor export mishap. No biggie. Very small deal. Yep, we've released the export. It was my bad. It was a miscommunication between Fleecer and I. So, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm going to turn off the camera and go fix my chair, just because it is really bothering me. But I will absolutely leave some of these trades up. What would interest you guys most to see? I think we haven't taken a look at league leaders for this season, so I'll pull that up here. And I'm going to turn off my camera, but I will still be on from an audio standpoint while I fix my chair. Weird problems, I know. I'm back. That was actually a lot less bad than I thought. The key had gone this is the wheel. It had gone up and into it, but it literally just when I lifted my chair, it just fell out. So yeah, had never seen that before. Anyway, how are you guys all doing? Alright, we got news in from Fleecer. Joseph will be signing with Nico and the Toronto Nikos. That's a big win right there for Nico. Tilric is typing in trade chat. Also, Fleecer, don't forget to put in the Mysterio trade. You guys see the Packers game last night? I'm against Aaron Rodgers in fantasy in the second game before the Super Bowl in a big money league. I'm against Rodgers, and he did absolutely nothing. In the other game, the better team has Devontae Adams too. So, a disappointing performance from both of them. Yeah. So I don't know how many of you guys are in the ABA Fantasy Basketball League, but we'll be doing a live Zoom call. Completely optional, of course, but if you guys want to join, it will be on right after this. And we'll do some fantasy basketball goodness. And that'll probably be a little bit more R-rated, so you know how that is. Can I get an R-rated in the comments section below here? Can we maybe boost our chat rate to the highest it's been today? Exceed 2? Let's see how high up we can get this chat rated. Drop some R's in the chat below if you want to just boost this chat rating artificially for no reason. Yo, you already did the your 16 team. Who'd you get? Send your roster in ABA. Let me take a look. Yeah, I'll pull it up if you want. All right. Who's your star, Clavs? Does anyone know who Clavs is? Clavs. Who is Clavs? Now we wait to find out who Clavs is. The mystery of who is Clavs. Oh wow, we got another trade. Flucer, make sure you get those trades in. Export will be out momentarily. Threes, you are not Clavs. I know you're not Clavs. Don't try to be Clavs. You wish you could be Clavs. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I literally had never seen that username on any of the live streams I've done for ABA or anything, and I was like, "Who is this person? Like, is this some BBGM rando just watching from one of the servers Threes put on?" Yes, identity theft is not a joke, and yes, we are directing that to Threes because why not? Yeah, I have to say, I'm gonna be honest. Prior to these the tournaments, I had almost never worked with Threes on anything seriously BBGM related, and I had to say working with him was an absolute joy, along with working with Killer Dan and Ocean Man and Fleecer. We had a really solid team. We definitely want to make a bigger team for when we do this coming up in February, but we also are going to do a lot more planning and have a lot more automation for that. This is kind of the beta test, figure out what we did wrong, what we did right, what timings we need and such. Yeah, we actually just hit 50 views on this. That's cool. Alright. Now, I'm kind of curious and want to know if this is how it works. So, forgive me for asking to experiment, but if you guys want to do me a favor and just, I want to see if YouTube picks this up or not. If you refresh your page rapidly, I want to see if it counts each refresh distinctively as its own thing. We have news. Reedjaw will be getting Pearl. He's one of the top free agents. So, if you are here, refresh your page. Let me see how that goes. Just refresh it a few times rapidly. I want to see if it logs each time. I want to see if we can do like a sudden spike or if it does not track it at all like that. I'm like legitimately curious with how YouTube's algorithm works here. Archov is back. Oh no. Joseph has left and Archov is back. Can Archov save his team, or is Archov going to blow it up? Or is Archov going to sell for a silver medal? TBD. This is interesting. Drama has now been created. I am now in an awkward spot. I am going to plead ignorance. And, yeah. Also, yeah. That was basically it. I was going to say, whoever ends up coming in first, I was going to offer one of the 2 ABA expansion teams. Okay, so we had somebody say that they refreshed it like 15 times. Let me take a look and see. Okay, so it sort of did. I think it only logs a certain amount per person, But here, I'll show you how it looks on my end. So basically it's been steady for a while, and I'm going to drop it in chat right now. Oh, I think we got an export shortly. Alright. Oh, shoot. Nope. It works. It works. It works. Okay, it works. Yep. Oh my god. It is just cool. You guys have broke my YouTube. I mean, not in a bad way, in a good way. But yes, it does work. You can fudge the watches by refreshing, by spamming refresh on YouTube. It does work. I will... So if you guys do really like this video, just refresh the page 100 times. Obviously. That's funny. Oh, it does hurt the watch time. It does hurt the watch time. Can confirm. The watch time has died. The watch time metric is dead. Oh, the humanity. We just artificially added so many views at the cost of the watch time. The watch time dropped down from over 20 minutes to less than 9. Oof. All right. No, the AI could not re-sign Prostan. The AI opted not to re-sign Prostan. No. It is too late for his re-signings. Prostan did leave. The AI really dropped the ball. Yeah. Yep. That is the unfortunateness that we have experienced today. Oh, the comment section is dead. I'm dead. That is just hilarious, but yes. Alright, Fleecer, we got export. Export is almost ready. We almost got export, guys, and then we will progs, and then we'll do 10 minutes for free agency, and then we'll sim to the trade deadline. We'll do 10 minutes. And hopefully we'll be out of here around 12, because I have a feeling that with Mitsubishi crashing, one of the two teams that was within shooting distance, unless Tiltreek outperforms expectations here, I have a feeling that the Merchant era is going to be reached, and we might see a Ruby victory. And in which case, Ruby and Tiltreek, you guys are both going to have the option of the last two ABA expansion teams, teams 49 and 50. I haven't told JJB yet because he wanted one of them, but oops, shit happens, and you guys are going to technically be the not even technically, you're going to be the BBGM World Champions, arguably by any recorded metric here, the greatest BBGM tournament GMs around, and frankly, it's been really impressive. All right. So I'm just currently waiting on Fleecer to get me the export. We'll have that momentarily here. All right. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. You guys saw me take those 2 Tylenol earlier. And, full disclosure, they hit a lot harder than I was expecting. Like, a lot harder than I was expecting. And, frankly, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I only had 2 Tylenol. I'm a big boy. And it's not like I haven't eaten. I mean, I had breakfast, like, an hour ago. It's just randomly going to load eventually. It always does this with Fleecer's exports. It does this with exports for me in a few other leagues too. I probably should ask Dumb Matter about it. But I'm pretty sure it just means that he hasn't fully loaded in yet. Alright. So, we'll go Tools, Multi-Team Mode here. Alright. So, let's see. Teams that we know people are here. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom. There we go. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to export that for you guys. I'll post it. Somebody can turn it into a Dropbox link for the guys on mobile. That would be phenomenal. Thank you all. Oh no. A couple trades might not have been put in yet. So we'll make sure that Fleecer gets all those trades into this updated export ASAP. Alright, so let us take a look. I know you guys are all curious at how teams do. Ignore the dogs in the background here. Alright, so we'll start taking a look at Ricky's team, the lowest turnover in the league for a reason. He did have good prog by Dunbar, but I think it's too little too late for Ricky. He's probably eliminated here. Nico lands Prostan, but he's just fighting to kind of get within that 50-point threshold. I don't know if he's going to quite be able to do it. It's going to be real close, though. He does have a really strong team around Prosip, but I don't think it's quite good enough. Taking a look at Tilric here, the decline in progs. They needed a great season, great progs. They did not get it. Now we're going to be taking a look at Staten Island. The decline is apparent. I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off either. Seattle, meanwhile, yeah, it's GG. Yep. I mean, in theory, something could happen, but yeah, they're probably going to win this season. I mean, we could have like a fluke injury and they could just get completely stomped on and knocked out. Riga had good progs and is a lot better than they were in previous seasons, just not quite there yet. Next up here is Mysterio. Great progs. Unfortunately, they didn't land Joseph, and not landing Joseph might have cost them it, but they are a really solid team, and Mysterio will probably finish in the top 10 GMs. Next up here is Mitsubishi. Taking a look at their team. Ouch. They went from the greatest player in this tourney to Chandler Sutton. Ouch. That's like going from LeBron James to Jamario Moon. Alright. The Mafia, not too bad at all. They're definitely the best that they've been recently. King Price's team just needs to add depth. Kiev, they're one of those teams, but they didn't have the greatest progs, but they've really been overperforming expectations the last few years. Halifax Hitmen, progs hate this GM, like, legitimately. These are some of the unluckiest roles I've seen recently. Taking a look at DeLorean's team, it's what you'd expect. And, oh, they might be the team that could do it. They have they had good progs. They just need to add some depth. They got a little bit of cap to work with. We'll see if Boy Ray Jean can do anything. And the Fleece Hawks, once again, Castell with another great prog, one of the best players in the tournament. Will this be the final season, or will we have one more season? That is to be determined here. But anyway, you guys now will have 15 minutes, we'll say until noon, to get your lineups in, to get your free agencies in, and to get your trades in. Fleecer will update the export. He'll give it to me. We'll sim to the trade deadline. So goal is for Fleecer to have me the export by 12:10, and then we will sim to the trade deadline. Everything will close at 12. All right. I know Fleecer can hear that. Fleecer, please acknowledge in chat here if you can hear me. Looks like you can. You are typing up a storm. Yeah. All right. Cool. You guys see the last episode of Mandalorian? Dude, I was screaming during that. That was absolutely amazing. That was probably the best episode of TV I've ever watched. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. And please don't spoil it in the comments if anyone hasn't seen it. But it was good, man. It was good, and Star Wars is back. I feel like I was not a fan of the sequel trilogy, but I grew up on the prequel trilogy, and I liked them. Like, I didn't like 1 and 2 a ton. I really liked 3, and I liked the Clone Wars and such. But, like, I didn't really consider the sequel trilogy Star Wars. I feel like they just, like, betrayed the lore or whatever. I don't know. Minor Star Wars rant. Yeah. No. There won't be no spoilers. But as someone that, like, loves Star Wars, I didn't consider the sequel trilogy Star Wars. I definitely consider The Mandalorian Star Wars, and it is good Star Wars. It is like Revenge of the Sith, which is I think one of the better Star Wars movies. Obviously Empire. I like A New Hope. It's a little corny, and I agree that 6 is a little corny as well. But like Star Wars, the Clone Wars was great. If you got no, you need to watch Mandalorian all the way through, man. Check it out, seriously. Absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if you guys are a fan of Rogue One. I also really enjoyed Rogue One. Rogue One I considered great Star Wars material. I did not like Solo. I really wish I didn't watch Solo. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah. Trying to figure out what's going on. Just fixing some technical difficulty. Oh. Yep, I have responded to the issue in Discord. Yes, Rogue One was great. Rogue One was what I hoped Disney would do with Star Wars, if that makes sense. Like, I accepted the fact that we probably weren't going to get 7, 8, and 9 that I wanted when I was a kid. Like, I knew that wasn't going to happen. But, like, I almost would have preferred none over the new trilogy that we got. Like, I still go back and watch scenes from the other Star Wars movies. I almost tried to avoid watching the vast majority of the sequel trilogy because it just is so frustrating. I don't really think that I think they understood what they wanted, what moments they wanted, but had no idea how to go about it, and what new abilities they wanted to make, but had no idea how they wanted to justify, and that's why I don't like that. But yeah, I'm just a geek. What can I say? Yep, this is a Pog moment. We did hit the double-digit count here. We're also getting closer to that 10-minute watch time here, which means, as per usual, get those refreshes going, ruin it, bring us up to 100 though. If you refresh enough, maybe we're currently at 81 views, maybe we can hit that 100, and the cost of our watch time once again. Just leaves up a black screen after. Everyone just leave your computers on, boost the watch time artificially. Alright, so Fleecer should have the export momentarily. Alright guys, I'm going to close everything here so Fleecer can catch up. Me and 3 spelling something wrong. Alright. Oh, my heart. I see that watch time go down, but I see the playbacks go up. It's both good and bad. Dude, you guys should see our chat rate. It's like, you can literally see when a simulation happens by our chat rate. This is kind of funny. So, for the record, 32 chat rate is absolutely insane. But here, I've dropped our chat rate into chat, and you'll be like, wow. You can literally tell when an export happens, when we try to spam it to increase chat rate. You can see all of it. Realistically, for the amount of viewers we have, we should probably be between 2 and 4 at most times. Obviously, we hit 0 at some points because just Chad's dead while we're not doing anything. But yes, talk to Fleecer. DM Fleecer if you want to sign people Java. Poggers. I think it was poggers that is literally a word that nobody has actually a definition for, or something like that, right? Does anyone have a definition for poggers? Like, oh no, poggers. What will we do? Poggers. Ah, poggers. It's actually pretty funny. We're starting to get to our highest viewer. Oh, that's unfortunate. I just as I said, we're getting our highest viewer count of the day towards the end of the stream, and then all of a sudden just dipped, just died. Do not buy this dip. This dip might be fatal because I imagine we'll be done before people come back. Do not buy the dip. This is catching a fallen knife. Do not Wall Street bet yourself. Yeah. I somehow minimized the comment section and don't know how to get it back. That's cool. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. I had to refresh. Can you guys still see me? I don't know if I can see me because I just keep on... Oh my god. I am messing everything up on my end. Oh no! 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 Shava, no! Get away from Wall Street bets. Once you see Wall Street bets, you get away from Wall Street bets. Do not do options or calls. Never do options or calls. Invest your money. We're too young to throw our money away gambling. Oh my god, I need to stop doing that with my mouse.
Oh my god.
I am literally killing my mouse right now. Like, I keep on hitting the page back button because it's a new mouse. I'm not familiar with it. It's literally right there. That is the page back button. Hit it once and it minimizes chat. Hit it twice and it sends your YouTube to the actual live stream. Absolutely horrible. Do not do Wall Street bets. I feel like I've now touched on a lot of different things in this chat. We talked about Star Wars, stock betting, messed up exports. Okay, he's saying he wasn't on GME because of WSB. Clearly it was the fundamentals play. A dying industry, perfect fundamentals. Declining revenue, perfect fundamentals. Missing revenue and earnings, perfect fundamentals. It was the smart play. Definitely didn't buy into the hype train. You might not have thought. Oh, you guys can't see the mouse? Okay. Oh, the mouse. So it's a mechanical wireless mouse. And I bought it for like a couple bucks, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. It feels amazing, but right here is the spot where it's the page back button, and yeah, it messes me up. Alright, Fleecer should have the export momentarily. Just waiting on him here. And then we will get going. Let us take a look at the Hall of Fame. Okay, nobody's retired. That's cool. Let us take a look at history of the league. Go here. I think I have the league history. Team records, yeah. Alright. So, only 5 people failed to make the playoffs. Oh, no, only 3. Price, DeLorean, and Mafia. Maybe that will change this season with JCM taking over Mafia. And a bunch of people have made it every season so far. Which is kind of impressive, guys. You made it every season in a tournament. That's really, really impressive. Taking a look at the league stats. League average in points has gone down every season. Wow. In blocks has gone down every season. In steals has gone up every season. Weird. Yeah. Seattle Emeralds there. You can see Dre Backer. Dre Backer. Let me know in the comments. If we hit 100 views on this before it goes down. No, you know what? No, I'm gonna set a little loftier. All right, I'm gonna make you guys work for it. You hit 120 playbacks and a chat rating of 30 again. I will put I'll put Dre Backer in the ABA draft, but you need to hit chat rating of 30 and over 120 views. I will pull up the chat rate right now. So previously we did hit it once. We hit 32 once. But this means you guys are going to have to spam Dree Backer in chat. And then you guys are going to need to refresh the hell out of the page or get more views somehow. You know, if we do that, I will put Dree Backer in the ABA draft here. He'll probably go number 1 or number 2 in next season's draft. We can go take a look while everyone is spamming that. We will take a look at his rookie ratings here. So he started as a 21-year-old. But we should be able to go to his draft ratings. Yep. And Dree Backer is a 1947-year-old. Or 1945-72 center. That is Dree Backer, everyone. He will be an absolute beast, potentially. Could be your franchise player. Right now we're a little over 100 views. Chat rate is currently at 34. Oh my god. Well, we did the chat rate thing, guys. Good job on that. I might put him in along with a few other players from this thing in the draft class the same year that we do the expansion. So the expansion GMs, which I'm hoping will be the Tilt Reek team and the Ruby team. That'd be phenomenal and really cool. Yeah, I know, right? Dree Backer is a god. Currently, we are still a little shy on playbacks, though. We're only at 101 here. So let me know in the comments. Who else should I put in? Should I put in Rookie Proston? Do you guys want to take a look at Rookie Proston? You could put in Bobby Hicks, but Trey Turner, perhaps. Some people like Trey Turner. We could take a look, put in, let's see, Joseph Jerko Prostan. Go to his rookie year. He was actually 7th pick, 43-61. Chat rate over 24. Wow, we are incredibly high up there right now. We are at 110 views. Chat rating is through the roof. Like, literally, I've never actually seen it get that high on a live stream that I've been watching before, at almost 40. Oh boy. You can see right now, right when we started to calm down, the chat rate just the floor opened and it fell. Just straight down. We are 2 playbacks away, though, so I think we will hit that. So we will make sure to add Dree Backer and several other of these guys. Hayden Baker, people want Hayden Baker, we'll add Hayden Baker. We'll add him to the draft here. And just a little wink, wink, nod, nod, ABA to BBGMA, as we're going to call it. I think that's the thing. We'll be the BBGMA organization. Yeah, I'm really excited about the long-term future of this. Hope you guys are excited for February. Now, with that, export is almost done. Fleecer's just putting in lineups and trades right now, and then we will get this sim going. I feel like this will probably be the last season because of Dree Backer. In the comments, leave it below if you think Dree Backer is the GOAT. If you think he is, leave it down in the comment section. If you don't, leave who you think was the GOAT of this sim. Is it Joseph? I don't think it is. I think it's Dree, honestly. Tilt is really the only one. Uchi Lumpkin. I'm seeing some Uchis down below. Uchi has probably one of the coolest names. Yeah. So, anyway, export is almost there, guys. And we will get the show on the road. Yo, we have fantasy football inactives right now going out in championship week, so might be a little bit distracted, guys. I apologize, but Yves Wade, isn't Yves Wade a scrub? Lumpkin in the draft. I will put Lumpkin, I'll put Wade, I'll put all these guys in that draft. Alright. Alright, guys. Here we go. We got export. It's coming. Are you ready? Are you hyped? Can we get hyped for the final season, most likely? I mean, it's not necessarily a guarantee, but come on. There's no way anyone's going to be able to come back from it. They might have a 70-point lead potentially at the end of the season. It could be totally possible. Drew Baker could get hurt and we could go into overtime here. In which case, Threes is going to have to hop on because I have that draft I got to go to. But we shall see. All right. We are currently at 119 playbacks, guys. You're one too short. You're one shy. Three's out here probably now spamming the refresh button just as much as spam Drew Castell's name. Well, Threes, take out a mortgage on that tablet and buy a Chromebook. No, I'm just kidding. If we have to continue at a later date, we probably would do it offline. That being said, I would be willing to bet money that they have 11 more wins than Tilreek, and that they have a little bit more than 11 wins over Mitsubishi. And if those two things are true, the margin of error is it would be mathematically impossible to come back against them, because they would need to get less than 30 wins, which is not happening with Drew Baker, even if you took him out of that team. I mean, I could be wrong here. We'll see. But I think Ruby can chalk this up to a very likely victory. They are definitely the favorites going in here. And with that, we will simulate to... Just gotta go to multi-team mode here. We had a couple people change up their status. Where was he? Here we go. There we go. Alright. Till the trade deadline here. Oh, Virginia Scarecrows. The last team, of course. Ricky. Uchi. Tilreek has too many. Tilreek with the auto release time. 2 more. Fortunately, he has a couple 20s just sitting on the bottom of his bench here. King Price has too few players. Great. There we go. As you can see, Seattle starting out 26, 31, 30, 40. Wow, 44 wins at the trade deadline here. Toronto might potentially cut into that margin a little bit, but I think they were outside of the realm there. So what we will do, guys, is we will give you guys, let's say 5 minutes. I'll throw up the export now. You guys will have 5 minutes to do any changes you need, any trades or anything. Yeah, but it looks like we'll probably end at this season. We will see how this goes. But it was looking very good for Rudy. We'll put a 5-minute timer on here, see if any trades occur, anything game breaking here. I'll throw that export. That export is up. Cool. Alright, guys. How many points do you think Drew Baker averaged this season? I'm going to say Drew Baker probably averaged... I'm going to say he leads the league in like every major category but assists. Maybe even assists. He is in the top 10 on assists. Obviously first in rebounds. Second in points behind Inglias. So there's that. But yeah, dude almost averaged a triple-double with 15 rebounds. Not much competing with that. So, Pondexter will go to the Hitman. I'll just add that in right now. You got lineups. Yep, lineups are already autoed. Fry, Ellison, in corner, going to Boy Rajon. You've hit your roster cap, Boy Rajon. You got Fry. Alright, guys. We got 2 minutes left before I'm closing this up. Fry went to Boy Rajon. Poindexter went to Halifax already. I'm just trying to put it in quickly because we got a minute to go here. That's my B. Yo, with the Reggie emotes, I appreciate it a lot. Those are phenomenal emotes. For the record, we have hit the 120. Obviously, you guys are probably all well aware of that. Alright, guys. We are actually closing in on we are over 2 hours, almost 2 hours, 30-minute stream today. Plus 8 hours yesterday. It's 10 hours in 2 days. Alright. Corner to Mitsubishi. Alright. Halifax has submitted a lineup. Duke and Adams. Hey, you got Ben Duke. Tofali, Chris Irwin, and Tyler Pondexter. And they gave pluses to 3 guys. Alright. And Mitsubishi wants me to click on it. Alright. Guys, here we are. The final sim. Most likely. That could be a fluke. Mitsubishi is at 72 points in the regular season here. The Destroyers did make the playoffs. However, that is a 30-point margin almost. We will see right here how the playoffs go. I'm going to add the standings in. I'll give people a few minutes to get their playoff lineups in. I'll say until I'll drop the export, and then I'll give everyone about 5 minutes to get those in. Threes, if you wouldn't mind adding in the regular season points here, and then adding the playoff ones as soon as possible so we can declare a winner if Ruby does in fact have that 50-point advantage to end it, so to speak. They need a 50-point lead over the nearest team. I'm going to export right now. Alright. I'm going to post. Fleecer, if you wouldn't mind uploading this. Alright. So I will give everyone, we'll say until 12:23. Yeah. Jameis Winston got placed on the COVID list. That's interesting. Alright. So Threes is getting in all of the stats here. We have lineup change for Boy Rajon. Look at that. 22-11-3. Dude's like an older version of Dre Bacher. Dre Bacher, of course, being the 26-15-8 guy. Yeah. There is no stopping Dre. Archov's team played well. Yeah. Alright, guys. Mitsubishi will minus their bottom 3 guys. That's doable. Minus the last 3, right? Boom, boom. Boom. Alright. Alright, so as we wind down here, I'm actually really quickly, we're just waiting in the last lineups, and I'm going to talk to all you guys for a second here. So, hi, you should be able to see me a little bit bigger now. I'm G Wood, for those of you that had me minimized in the corner this whole time. And yes, Celtics poster, and yes, Baby Yoda somewhere up there. Maybe I could bend it a little bit there. Now you got full Baby Yoda. Anyway, the reason I am pulling myself up above the thing for a moment here is I just want to talk to you guys, and I want to say thank you to everyone that helped make this tournament happen. Specifically, huge thanks to Threes, a huge thanks to Killer Dan, and a huge thanks to Fleecer. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate everyone that participated in this tournament. We did the first ever BBGM tournament, and I know it wasn't necessarily as exciting or as cutthroat as we expected at first, but we learned a ton, and we are going to make these tournaments incredibly well run, and we are going to have hopefully eventually get to the point where we're having up to 4 a year, and I'd like to make this like our own little like LCS but of BBGM. And I just want to say thank you to Dumb Matter for making an excellent game and for supporting us through this process, and to the guys over at GM Games, thank you all for helping out. Check out that channel if you guys haven't seen. I've done some videos over there that have done very well. I'm really excited about the long-term potential. I think that ultimately this tournament's going to be best served as a 3-day thing, almost like an Iditarod type thing. Anyway, I'm going to go back to my corner and enjoy what will be probably the final playoffs here. Likely congrats to Ruby. Anyway, let's make this great. Hype! Alright, I should be back in the corner now. So with that, we will go here. We'll go to playoffs. I'm just checking for any last second lineup changes. We got one more lineup change, and that's coming from Arkansas Fleecehawks. But it looks like everyone knows Ruby's probably got this in the bag here. We're going to simulate round 1. Ruby knocks out Archov. That really means that unless Tilt does amazingly well here, you know, they did win 53 games. But you'll notice that is an 11-game thing right there. So Tilt needs to knock them off. Honestly, that's what's going to come down to here. Alright, so it literally comes down to this series. Tilt needs to knock them off. Yeah, it literally comes down to this series as to whether or not Ruby wins. It actually had come down to Game 7. Wow, that's crazy. In case you guys are curious, we'll take a look at the game here. 33 19, 12, and hey, look, a quadruple double with turnovers. It came down to Game 7. Tilt almost did it. Shout out to Tilt Reek, the true second place team, almost knocking out. And shout out to Mysterio, making it into the finals here. And we'll see if they can beat Ruby, but I think we all know where this is going. And congratulations to our first ever, I think we can call it here. We'll get the official scores in momentarily. I'm going to pull up the playoff bracket for Threes to do his magic here. But congratulations to Ruby. I believe you have done it. I believe you are now the first ever BBGM World Champion. We are just waiting on Threes' confirmation right now. And once we get the confirmation here, so we can even tune in live here to watch as the scoring's getting put. So you can clearly see where everyone ended here. And Threes is entering, of course, live. We'll give him some privacy to do that. We'll just do the draft lottery. Oh boy. Alright, so interestingly enough, we got two guys got first round picks here. Mysterio and Mysterio and Tilt. So those guys would subtract points if it does truly end here. We'll take a look though. We're currently waiting in to see how long until we get a response on that. It should be momentarily. Either way, I thought this was a great time, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Yeah. Yo, wait. Did Dumb Matter pop on here? Yo, Dumb Matter popped on here? Yo, that's hype. DM, what's up, dude? So, yo, that's awesome. So we got actually creator game popped on to watch the end here, and congratulations to Ruby again. We're just waiting for confirmation. We should have that momentarily here. And this was absolutely awesome. Guys, this was phenomenal. I think we have it officially set. We're just waiting on Threes' confirmation. Threes, how's it going? Just checking in with him right now. We're just waiting for him to, Yep, we have confirmation. We have confirmation from Threes. Ruby is the first BBGM World Champion. Congratulations, Ruby. What else to say? He did phenomenal. That is awesome, guys. Ruby has officially won, and we will do another one of these. They'll be a little bit more thoroughly planned in February. I'm so excited for that. And we have hit 2 hours, 30 minutes on this drive stream. So over 2 days, we ended up doing well over 10 hours of live stream content. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you all had a great day. We'll add those players to the ABA draft. Ruby and Tilt Reek, you guys are welcome to take the last two expansion teams in ABA. And leave down in the comments below what you guys want to see next time. Thank you all, and stay safe.